All right, moving on. If we're going to go into ForeFlight, if you have an MDM iPad, you should have ForeFlight. Click on the ForeFlight button. ForeFlight will require commercial Wi-Fi in order to update everything. So if you go to your downloads and download, you should be able to download all your updates. Some basic things here are the airport diagram, which will have certain information in the airport, approach, departures. You can get the frequencies. If you're connected, a lot of times you can get the weather, different runways, and all kinds of information there. And it'll even show the procedures that you can go through. One thing to note is that ForeFlight a lot of times will have the JEPSON stuff as well. So we have FAA procedures and we have JEPSON. So for example, the Stonewall 1 for the FAA will pop up. Or if I go back, I can also get the JEPSON version of the Stonewall 1. So just something to be aware of. If I go over to maps, there in the bottom, I can actually have a map of my flight plan. So I can enter flight plans up here in this top left, and I can change it. So if I want to go to Seeds, and then to Houston, and then to KGRK, but I can go ahead and put those in and it'll pop in and show me a good route. If I am connected to commercial Wi-Fi, I can hit this little briefcase here on the right, and it'll start packing that information. Right now I don't have the connection, so I won't do that. All right, one of the other things I can do is I can go to procedures and I can add a procedure into my actual flight plan. So if I want to, I can put the approach, for example, the ILS, and I can add that to the route. And it will even pop up on my map, and then I can see it, how it's going to look on the map. One other quick place is the plates. So if I go to my plates section, for example, here at Kelly, I have most of the plates that I would potentially use to include almost all the approaches, the airport diagrams, some of the arrivals, such. If I'm doing some other kind of mission, perhaps I'm in a simulator that has me going from Bagram to Kandahar, I can put all those plates on here as well. And then I can move through and go back and forth to look at them. And I can still swap between plates and maps here at the bottom. So if I want to add a plate, I just go down to the bottom here to add a plate, and then I can search for that field. And then look through and select those plates and add them to the binder. And now that plate is in there and I can use it. There are several more features that ForeFlight has, and I encourage you to keep looking around and look for some of the online training that they have. But this is ForeFlight in a nutshell.